Kaylee has left Vcha. But what does it mean for the future of the group? JYP accused of editing Jeongyeon's body. But did BLACKPINK use AI in their music video? Cat's Eye lightstick drama, Triple S, and so much more in today's episode of Totally Legit K-pop News with me, Angelina. So if you're interested, please keep on watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and share this video with friends you don't have. And without further ado, let's get into today's video. So previously we talked about Kaylee opening her own Instagram account, which surprisingly led a lot of people to think that this was proof that Vcha were coming back. However, both her and JYP Entertainment have shared that she has left the group, with JYP keeping it short and sweet, saying JYP America and Kaylee have mutually agreed to part ways. As she concludes her journey with Vcha, both parties sincerely wish each other all the best in their future endeavors. Thank you. And then Kaylee, of course, shared this on her Instagram. Dear Vcha fans and supporters, this is Kaylee. I wanted to inform everyone that my journey with JYP Entertainment and Vcha has come to an end. Firstly, I want to express my deepest gratitude to JYP Entertainment for the incredible opportunity they gave me and for all the experience I gained during my time as a trainee and member of Vcha. To all the amazing V-Lights who have supported us with so much love and passion, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Your encouragement has meant the world to me. While this part of my life is closing, I'm incredibly excited for the new one ahead. I'm looking forward to exploring new creative paths and sharing my own unique artistry with you all. I've already started working on new things and I can't wait to show you what's next. I hope you'll continue to support me as I embark on this new journey. Your continued love means everything. Let's make new memories together. With love and gratitude, Kaylee. So interestingly, she hints at future artistic endeavors, which is actually something that another ex-member is fighting for currently. As we all know, KG has also left the group and is actually suing the company. And of course, a major part of that is JYP seemingly not letting her, one, out of her contract, two, not letting her continue her career as an artist outside of JYP. So it'll be interesting to see how it plays out, especially to see any differences between the two in terms of their artistic careers, like if one is allowed to have an artistic career and one isn't. But it's leaving a lot of fans to wonder what the future of Vcha is. Are the 4 remaining members going to continue as a 4-member girl group? Are they just going to stay on hiatus? There's a lot of people conflicted on whether or not they should continue supporting the group moving forward, especially in light of KG's accusations. Now, KG actually posted this on TikTok with the caption, "It's KG and this is my official TikTok account. It's been 420 days and still fighting freedom from JYP America and Vcha. Hoping to be back soon. Love you." And she's confirmed on Instagram that this is her TikTok account. So of course, with that being said, let me know what you think. Will you be supporting the group if they continue as 4 members? Would you be withdrawing your support in light of the accusations made? Let's read some of your comments. What happened to them is truly disturbing and disappointing. I hope they are all able to continue their futures brightly and soar. They are super talented. Did not unpopular opinion, but I'm glad she left and I hope that the rest can leave too. Their case is truly disturbing and just another proof of how corrupt the entertainment industry is. I genuinely hope she is now okay and continues to be okay. I also hope that this doesn't discourage her from what were once her dreams. She is such a talented person and a hard worker. It's a bit bittersweet, but it's for the best. The members' health, both physical and mental, has to come before everything. Wishing nothing but the best for Kaylee, KG, and the remaining Vcha members and their families. Vcha is such a failure on JYP's part, and it felt like it was a race to be one of the first global girl groups. Horribly mismanaged, and with all the allegations against JYP USA, it would take a lot for them to take off at this point without quelling those concerns. Honestly, I hope they can safely disband and move on. Such wasted opportunity as the girls were talented. There's a lot of comments surrounding Vcha being like, well, it didn't work out because they were American and they couldn't handle it. Are we forgetting the sheer amount of Korean groups who have tried to sue their companies for mistreatment too? I mean, of course there can be cultural differences, but why are we defending companies? Just a question. Like, yes, they happen to be American, but also there's not exactly a huge pool of them. I don't know, I feel like we're losing the plot. Like in the face of companies doing terrible, horrible things, we're just like, that's because they're American. Just not sure that's what you're supposed to be taking out of this. Twice have released their music video for This Is For. But JYP is being called out for editing Jeongyeon's body. Now, listen, I'm of the mindset that I don't care to talk about idols' weight gain or weight loss. They have the right to just exist as they are. But this is a case where an idol is not allowed to exist as they are, allegedly, because fans noticed that she looked different in the music video in comparison to dance challenges that they posted. Now, of course, this doesn't seem to be the first time that JYP has done this, but a lot of fans are still unhappy about this, saying that it's unnecessary. So you have one camp of people saying that it was so toxic of JYP to do this. It was unnecessary. Literally just let her be. That she must feel so terrible to see this. Then there's another camp of people saying, you know, you guys are always on the company's throat. Maybe she wanted to be edited, so on and so forth. I think it's it's a very interesting conversation to have, and I'll share my thoughts after, but let's read some comments. It's extremely toxic of JYP to edit Jeongyeon's body. Imagine how insulted she must feel. The irony of the song being about underappreciated women. Wow, so unnecessary. She must feel awful seeing that. She's gorgeous just the way she is. JYP has never defended her ever since she came back from her hiatus, and on top of that, they do this too. Why is it so hard to respect her and love her like every other human? They 100% edited her body in that new dance video that came out with her, Nayeon and Vcha. I noticed that right away when watching it. That's another thing. I was scrolling on Reddit and someone was mentioning that even in the dance videos, people are edited as well, because sometimes you can see the body glitch. I don't know if you've ever seen those mukbang videos where they go to put the spoon near their face and like the face filter glitches, kind of like that, right? Like the body filter glitches. I've never personally noticed it, and the person on Reddit was like, I don't want these idols to get hate, so I'm not going to mention them. But I was like, of course, like it makes sense, right? Everything is edited. And now that doesn't mean we need to kiss the company's ass. Just saying. I don't know. That's just me. I'm so sorry. Am I overstepping? I don't know, guys. My shorts are getting a bit more views. There's just so many people defending companies literally for like, are they paying you? Like, what do you gain? What does the company do for you? The company doesn't care about you. As long as you're paying the company's bills, the company doesn't care about you. I'm sorry to break it to you. Anyways, I watched a movie about like socioeconomic inequality last night. It really upset me. And now she's perfect the way she looks. Jeongyeon is one of my biases in Twice, and honestly, I hate talking about topics like this. You never know if they did it because she requested it or because they felt like it. That's what makes topics like these so hard to discuss. Clearly, it's something she's a bit more Clearly, it's something she's a bit more sensitive about, and I think we should also be a bit more sensitive about it as well. You just never know, and speculating can do more harm than good sometimes. Either way, can't wait for my albums to arrive, and all the girls looked beautiful. So that's one of the arguments that I'm seeing a lot. Like, maybe she requested it. Maybe she wanted to be edited. Maybe. I don't know. But at the end of the day, if you're only edited in one content and then you're wearing the exact same outfit in another content that can then be compared to that content, that brings even more attention to it. Do you know what I mean? Like, if the company is trying to protect her, quote unquote, or if she's trying to protect herself, quote unquote, then why not be consistent across content to actually protect the artist? Because I feel like this does the opposite of protecting the artist, and that's just my opinion. People grasp on to, you know, like a Getty image that wasn't edited versus what a celebrity post on their Instagram that was edited. I don't know, maybe you'll say something that'll change my mind, but that's just how I'm seeing it right now. Like, I get it. Everything is edited. Even if she did request it, does that take away how people feel about industry pressure? I'd love to know your thoughts in the comments. Did BLACKPINK use AI in their new music video for Jump? That's been a huge topic of conversation. So let's go through what people are claiming is AI. People are pointing out the backgrounds in this scene that it might be AI just because of the way the buildings look and then some of the writing. And if we look at the writing, you can't quite make out what those letters are. I am not an AI expert. This is just what I've seen other people pointing out. And then we'll get to the rebuttals, okay? Now, of course, there are some practical effects here. They released a bit of behind the scenes for this scene, and she's being held up by like a rope, right? So that she can look like she's slanting. And then for this scene, people are saying Rose doesn't look like herself. And then people pointing out that the buildings don't seem to make sense in the background. For that mouth scene as well, Jennie posted a behind the scenes with like a mouth in green screen. Needless to say, there's a lot of people arguing about this. That's somehow because there was some behind the scenes post, there was no AI used at all. I'm just going to say that it's very possible that there could be CGI used as well as AI. I think that's a possibility. But again, like, we need to talk about this because it's another thing where like companies can get away with literally anything because you guys will defend them to the moon and back, and you don't need to. But let's read some of your comments. The backgrounds are the most glaring use of AI, but it's used throughout the music video. On Rosé's billboard, her fingers are melting into each other, a clear indication of AI. The uncanny valley was definitely strong in some parts, AI, CGI, or both. Whoever edited this music video needs to be fired. It's obviously AI. The background shots are 100% AI. The buildings are messed up and melted like AI footage, not like motion blur or any kind of effect. And their faces look weird sometimes. It feels really hypocrite that Jennie's song was special edition and your AI couldn't copy, and now they're okay with being used on their comeback. The flying one is most likely fully CGI. I also read a comment that like CGI paired with AI is still CGI, and I don't know how that works, but like I agree that you can use CGI, like you have a human editing things, and you can also have artificial intelligence make it for you, and you could pair the two in one work of art. But like to say that in using AI, it can be considered CGI, I don't see that. I don't understand that. But again, I'm not an AI expert. Yeah, some parts are dev CGI while others are AI, and people have the right to not support or like the use of AI when 1. AI is harmful to the environment, and 2. Images are produced from work of other artists whose works are online. That's how AI is trained. You could point out AI by the glitched, faulty images in the city at some point. Show signs of AI. The director is known to have huge amount of VFX and CGI in his videos. Maybe they tried to enhance some parts with AI. They also posted behind the scenes footage, and most of it is green screen and CGI. Y'all playing dumb. YG is a big company. If it was CGI, it wouldn't be that ugly, distorted ass CGI. It's clearly AI. But of course, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Triple S is experiencing a couple issues recently, with member Chaeyeon using a term with misogynistic implications, and member Xinyu standing her ground on the One China policy. Starting with Chaeyeon, who wrote this on a fan messaging app. Wow. And then she said a specific term that apparently carries a misogynistic implication. Unlike in their 20s, when women are seen as being in their peak of attractiveness, women in their 30s lose their value as women no longer hold an advantage over men. It seems that this term may be popular in male community sites, but she goes on, as expected, being young is good. That's what I thought. But then my makeup artist went, what's that term? And I said, women's age is everything. It's also everything for me too, even though I've slightly moved away from that mentality, sniff. So some of the comments are mentioning that she was born in 2004. Others saying that she's being influenced by far-right propaganda. Some saying that they've never heard the term themselves. A lot of people also just blaming the idol industry. And might I say, not just the idol industry, but just life in general. It's so sad how many people think that their lives will end when they turn 30. That's such a sad thing to think about. Like, you need to follow more old people. I'm serious. And then member Xinyu has been under fire for her political statements. She basically said, it's not about being rigorous. Macau has always been a part of China, Hong Kong and Taiwan as well. From there, it seems that fans are trying to warn her about saying stuff like this. And she responded, why would I be reprimanded? Did I say something wrong? If you don't agree with me, don't subscribe to my from. So essentially, the political opinion expressed is known as the One China principle, which stipulates that the People's Republic of China, Taiwan, Hong Kong, and Macau constitute a single unified and sovereign state called China, with the People's Republic of China being its sole legitimate government. However, many individuals who live in Macau, Hong Kong, and Taiwan do not agree with this stance. So in terms of responses to this, there are, of course, people opposing her political stance. There are a lot of people calling out the fact that she was sharing a political stance. You know, as a K-pop idol, that's quite taboo. There are a lot of people bringing up Twice's Chaeyeon, who is Taiwanese, who received so much backlash for even showing the Taiwanese flag in a video once when she was 16. There are people even bringing up that there's a Taiwanese member in Triple S. So that's been a topic of conversation as well. Let's move on to Kpop Shenanigans, which are basically fun little things that have happened in K-pop recently and or quick news. Cat's-Eye have announced their official light stick, but some fans think it looks too similar to Stray Kids light stick. So here's a side-by-side comparison. Of course, they're both white. What do you think? Fans have been praising IVE for their live vocals at Lollapalooza in Berlin, with many welcoming Liz back to her home country. This ruins the joke, but that was a joke. Girls' Generation Tan has mentioned that she did not like K-pop Demon Hunters, and fans aren't happy. So a fan asked her about the movie, and she said, I did watch it, but I didn't think it was for me. Like, I got chills down my neck. Made me feel weird. It was the worst when the boys started posing in GOT. A fan said, they're the Saja boys, like Grim Reapers, and she responds, oh, I'm dead. The fan said, but isn't the tiger super cute? And she responds, there's a tiger in it? I guess I didn't watch that far. And she also said, so I wondered what the genre was. When I looked it up, it was categorized for kids. So some people felt that it was quite negative and condescending to say that. Netizens are fangirling over Sana and J-Hope in this new dance challenge. Tanu is going viral for covering Soda Pop from K-pop Demon Hunters. Hongjung of ATEEZ sampled this viral moment in his song Number One. So the voice says, oh my god, I'm taller than him. And he turns around and is like, how was the show? And that went really viral. And then this is in the song. Oh my god, I'm taller than him. But I've heard there's so much drama surrounding this sample. I don't know if any of this is true. You can let me know if you're like really into 18 Twitter. But it seems that the person who posted the video was asked by KQ if they could use it as a sample, but it's actually not that person's voice. So then the person who like actually said it is like, I wonder how that works, because it's like, it's your video. Legally, I don't know. But like if it were my voice and someone else... We have a new segment, random things I found on Twitter or TikTok, just things I want to share with you guys. Why the heck not? I came across this despite the AI and terrible disrespect to and hype it. This is the first time I've heard the pronunciation of Belift Lab. Are you joking? You are not you're not gonna be ready for this. Maybe you will. I've been pronouncing it Belift for years. Ever since Belift came into existence, I watched it be birthed into this planet, and I didn't know. Wait for it.
Belief Lab Boy Group Edition.
Belief? What? This tweet, why Cardi look like she's about to perform OMG by New Jeans. She literally does. Oh my god. I reckon that's basically it. I didn't have a lot of time to prepare it, okay? But yeah, thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget to like, comment, and share this video with friends you don't have. These are the lovely individuals who help support my channel on a monthly basis. It means the world to me. Thank you so much. But yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye!